This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. Want more Harry Potter and the Boys? Want more of me and Sammy? Want to see us do the podcast? Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys is the best way for you to support this show and get a little bit back in return. Again, video versions of the pod plus a little bit more from me and Sammy on the top that we wouldn't talk about on the main pod. Little secret discussions about secret stuff. Ooh, secret. And as well as that, nope, that's it. All right, I never know what to say in these. On to the show! 50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 3 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Cumentors from Azkaban. Everyone, welcome to... Sam's just got his phone out. We're starting the podcast. I start the podcast. I look over at my co-host Sam.
Sorry,
He's bloody checking his phone.
I just thought I've got to take this.
Did you have a text or something? Or just like,
I mean,
how much longer
there
do I
was
have
a
to be
message, but
here?
it was just like my friend saying happy birthday to my other friend's kid.
Okay,
on a group
well,
chat.
I'm going to just quickly finish the intro. More, everyone. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike. Sam Garlips in the house. Happy birthday to your friend's kid.
Yep, happy birthday, Pippa. Let me just text her. Right?
Yep,
Yeah,
text
cool,
back.
cool.
Send us a little text.
Well, isn't this weird? It's my friend. So it's my friend's kid's birthday.
Yeah, it's so weird our friends have kids.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Last night,
Kids are weird.
I didn't know when I should know when her birthday is because one of those kids is my goddaughter apparently as well.
Did you
Not apparently, I know that.
Baptize?
Yeah, I had to go.
Oh, you baptized a kid. Sorry, you didn't baptize them.
I was just there, and I said, "Yeah." But then anyway. But firstly, the weird part is, I didn't know it was Pippa's birthday today. Last night, my friend's kid Pippa was in my dream.
Oh,
Isn't that weird? And I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the kid in like a couple of months.
and it's the first birthday.
At their first birthday.
Okay, what was the dream? Happy first birthday.
No, it wasn't. I
'Cause
just
that would be
for some
weird.
reason I then had to hold the baby and then run somewhere. I don't know. But
Well, that's weird because my cousin's daughter had her first birthday on the weekend.
well, that's not that. That's not.
Two babies had their first birthday in the past week.
But
That is
my
insane.
story is a little bit better because mine is I had a dream and then they appeared that next day. Well, they didn't appear, but it happened to be their birthday the next day.
Yeah, but don't you think I'm not challenging your story. I'm adding it to the coincidences of first birthday things that have happened with this podcast. Speaking of, it's this podcast's first birthday.
Oh my God.
1 year of Harry Potter and the Boys.
Okay, it's been way more than that. If it's only been 1 year, it's been the longest year of my life.
Hey, you know what I was telling you before? The TikTok Harry Potter HPATB pod on TikTok.
Yeah.
I never check it. It's always got like 99, which is the max notifications. I never check it. Never.
I
read the
also
comments.
never check. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I feel. Are you embarrassed of the clips?
No.
Ah.
Some I think. I think if I say the word "come" in a clip,
You don't want
I'm
to share
less
it.
likely to share it. But I like that it's out there.
Yeah, in the world.
Because I like that it's spread over everyone like it, But
Yeah, that's kind of like cum. Like you don't want everyone to see your cum, but you like that it's out in the open.
I love that it's out in the open. But also what I like is that the people who choose to see it
like it.
like it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be showing my cum to people who don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And I hate that I just said that. You goaded me into that. But as in, I like that the people who know me who have decided they're already fans of Harry Potter and the Boys follow Harry Potter and the Boys, so they'll see it.
Yeah.
So some I'll share, so I don't know what, but then you haven't been tagging me as much anymore.
Oh, haven't I?
No.
Oh, sometimes I forget. Like I always forget to post stuff. But go and support the show. I'm trying to post memes and shit, but it's just like social media management. It's a pain in the ass, man. Just listen to the pod, share it with your friends and stuff.
I know. I don't. Even though I tell people to please follow me on Instagram. I haven't posted it on my. I haven't posted my grid in like 4 months.
I haven't posted a photo on Instagram. Like, I don't do anything. Like, what am I going to do? Just every week post a photo of us doing this podcast?
Which some people do.
Yeah, but it's like, it's just the same photo every week. You know?
Actually, I have seen. Oh, this sounds rude now, but like there's a podcast that you've been on. I remember when I went onto their page, and it looks like a great podcast. But then all the photos were exactly the same of just, I guess, them and a different guest every week, which is actually.
But I guess that's a podcast page, not a personal page.
Oh, true.
You know, like I can't post photos of me out doing fun stuff because I'm not like some people now. The new trend on Instagram is like you're posting a dump. They call it a dump, a photo dump.
I'm not. You don't have to. Okay, I'm not that.
Oh, sorry.
I know what a dump is.
Yeah, but like these people are doing so much stuff in their life that they can actually post a photo dump of all of their stuff. I couldn't even post one photo of something I'm doing, let alone a dump of like 10 things I've done.
The only issue, I could probably post a dump. This is funny, but the photos I take is so bad. I'll take a photo like this blurry thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember I did that.
Yeah,
but like people have taken really good photos of like the dinner they had.
Yeah, like we're at this event. Look at us.
Yeah, we've been to events before.
Yeah, but not good ones. Nah, we've been to good events.
Yeah.
I guess when I'm traveling, I can take heaps of dumps, photo dumps.
Take heaps of dumps.
Yeah.
I can
get ready for my Disneyland dump and my Harry Potter World dump, which I'll do as a collab.
You're going to dump at Harry Potter World?
Yeah, I'm going to do a photo dump.
So, well, I guess speaking of Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
This isn't that interesting, but just are you going to buy merch there? Is my question.
I'm going to buy so much merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Oh, anything.
Robes? As in like
maybe.
Because that's people, I think a lot of people famously go and get full on robes.
And their wands and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy a lot. I don't know. I'll do a merch dump.
Merch dump
at radio.mike on Instagram.
People do it's like an unboxing.
I'll do an unboxing of I'll do a video. I'll do whatever. I'll do anything for you guys to watch and engage.
Maybe your next social media thing can be like a get ready with me.
GRW.
Get ready with me for Europe.
Get ready with me to go to the Hogwarts holiday. Anyway.
My girlfriend's friend, when she went to Harry Potter World, she got they sort you there as well.
What? You can get sorted?
I think so.
Oh my God.
But then she maybe did one and got sorted, or maybe she just did it. I don't know. And then she thinks she was in Gryffindor, but then or Ravenclaw, but then she got Hufflepuff on the day.
God, if I get Hufflepuff, you will not see me again.
Okay, whatever.
No offense to the Huffs.
Well, apparently I'm one of them, but...
Sorry, man.
Anyway, she then just got peer pressure. She doesn't even like Harry Potter that much. And then she just like got swept up in the moment and bought full Hufflepuff robes, wand, everything. Would have cost her
$1,000. When I get back, I'm doing the show in my Hogwarts robes.
Great.
You can count on that. Hey, I did have one little tidbit about Harry Potter before we get into the fanfic. Can I ask, I don't know if this has ever been answered in the books, right? The Hogwarts Express, you access the train platform by running through the barrier at King's Cross station in London.
Yeah, duh.
Pretty obvious, right? We all know that. So obviously there is a level of secrecy around the Hogwarts Express existing. But does no one ever go, hey, great idea to hide it behind a barrier, but you realize we are a train that is going through like an open part of Europe on a railroad to a specific platform. Like, how are there no muggles? Like with Google Street View, Google Satellite, why is no one like, hey, what is this railroad that sometimes a train goes through? Who is on that train? What is this train? We've captured it on video. It says Hogwarts Express. Where is it going? What is Hogwarts? Why is there no record of this train?
Nah, it's a glitch.
It's a glitch.
It's an optical illusion.
No, but it's stuff like that where it does feel like JK rolling us to come up with, oh no, the muggles can't see it because they don't pay attention.
Yeah. I guess that actually is always kind of annoyed me about Chamber of Secrets, where they don't get through the platform. They're like, oh God, what are we going to do? Oh, we just get in the car
and fly there.
and fly and we can just fly over to the train line. I'm like, sorry, so
anyone can see the train line.
is it like the train line is still just there, but I'm confused.
I think anyone can just see the train line. Like, it is a normal train. It's a steam train. There's no magic powering that train. So at some point, there has to be an opening in King's Cross that allows the train to get out into the... Like,
Well, I think about the staff at King's Cross. I mean, those like the people that are cleaning up the train platforms and all that. Man, hey, can you go clean up platform 9 3/4? Never heard of it. Like, obviously someone has to go down there.
yeah.
And,
Like, do they employ muggles to do that? Or is it there a specific... Like, there must...
you having a laugh, mate? What does he say?
Yeah, you think you're being funny, do you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like, I don't understand and the train being out in the open. Okay, maybe that worked before video phones, but now, like, someone is seeing that train and going, and at least the railway.
But, okay, counterpoint to that, and in support of JK, which you don't hear a lot at the moment, but...
Trans people.
No, trains people I'm talking about. Trains people. So, I mean, look, even in the city where we live, I see heaps of trains, and I never go, wonder where that's going. I just go, there's a train. And there is sometimes, even the platform near your house,
Richmond Station,
there is actually sometimes like old steam trains go through, and I go, that's cool. And I don't go, I wonder where is it going? I'm going to look it up.
but this is the part you're missing. You don't do that, but you
people do.
You could do it, yeah. You could follow that train. You could find that train and figure out where it's going. And
I never have.
Yeah, but okay. So you're saying that, like,
so I'm saying that.
So are you saying that, like, all the Muggles just like assume? Okay, well, there's a train here. We must have built it, and it's going somewhere.
Yeah, it's going somewhere. But I'm like, I'm not here to get that train.
So no one takes responsibility for it.
Yeah.
I guess it's true. Like, airspace is so strictly monitored, right? Like, there is like air traffic and everything. Like, we are so on top of. Whereas train traffic, I guess, is there someone that's like knows where all the trains are at any point?
Yeah,
there is.
Fat controller.
All right, Thomas, could you just stop there? Gordon's coming in now.
Well, no, but we know that the British Prime Minister and the Minister of Magic are in touch.
In cahoots, yeah.
In cahoots.
From Half-Blood Prince, that's true.
So we imagine that there's, similar things going on everywhere.
But like in Goblet of Fire, the Beauxbaton school comes to Hogwarts via the chariot in the sky.
Yeah.
Now...
It'd be freezing up there, wouldn't it?
Would be freezing, but also imagine... They just hit a plane just hits them. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, Beauxbaton can't make it. They got hit by a plane.
Yeah, and the plane goes, we hit a really big bird.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
We hit a really big bird and maybe 6 unicorns or something. But... No one's going to believe you're down there, Captain. But, like...
He's drunk again.
Muggle air traffic would have had no idea that there would be a chariot and unicorns.
Yeah, but they would just, they would just
maneuvering.
Yeah.
I guess it comes back to the night bus. Just like,
Does it?
The Muggles don't pay attention.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
That one, the night bus is even weirder, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a big bus going the wrong way down the road.
Yeah, double-decker, purple.
I'm going to notice.
Yeah, I'm going to...
If something's coming towards me that's lights on, yeah.
Imagine being on a plane. Like, imagine I'm on my flight to Europe next week and you just hear this big, right? Something collides with the plane and you just see a fucking unicorn flying past your window dead.
And then, well,
like, what the fuck?
Or then then imagine that happens, and the plane's going down. You're on there. You're like, Sam was right. Sam was right, but I'll never know.
I'll never know. Yeah,
and you'll die with that secret.
Oh man.
Anyway, safe flight.
Should we get into the double air?
We probably should.
Have you got anything?
Well, I mean, no more than
a high spirits about the show.
No, nothing to do with Harry Potter really. I'm loving the show.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Just all I've done this morning is I've secured tickets to the footy.
Oh, I saw you got tickets to who are Carlton playing in the finals?
Carlton versus Sydney.
Oh.
This is in the AFL.
Who do you reckon will win?
Well, hopefully Carlton, because that's who I go for.
I think Carlton has a good chance.
We do.
They've played really good. Okay, it's our AFL segment where we talk about the Australian football finals.
I always try to wedge in AFL football by being like, it's just like Quidditch, like you said that one time.
Does anyone... this could spark a conversation. Do any of our international listeners know anything about Australian football? What do you know about it? Just as a fun little thing, if you're in America, Europe, just send in, this is everything I know about AFL.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, oh, that's stupid or that's fun.
But because I think that people would liken it to, like, because when Harry or whoever, when you first see Quidditch the first time, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Which is there a lot of reaction to people watching Australian rules for the first time.
Really?
Because, there's no offsides, there's no, like, everyone's running everywhere.
There's three goals, I guess, but like one is the goal, two are the behinds. Yeah, that's true.
So basically, JK might have stolen it.
From AFL? Yeah. Actually, no, not relevant to this pod. All right.
Well, I just like talking about whatever.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like this pod. All right, we are picking up, I believe, at the end of last chapter, they were in the hospital wing, and Harry talked about how Dobby was like the sock. The Dobby sock was the sock that made Socky.
Yeah.
And I think someone wrote in and said, how did you guys both just ignore that Dobby had eaten the sock and Harry cut his body open and took it out? But I think we did talk about that a bit.
We didn't ignore it. We
like many things in this book, we just were like, okay.
Like many things in this book, it was fucked.
Yeah.
And you get desensitized.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But we did acknowledge it. What we acknowledged was that you were like, how did he know that he ate it?
Yeah.
Like, well, actually, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There was no way of knowing that.
Yeah.
Harry was just like, I'm just going to try and cut him open.
Yeah,
Lucky
man.
guess.
It's got to be somewhere.
Lucky guess.
Chapter 17, though, Sam, we always start by reading the title of the chapter, which is this week.
Chapter 17. The Lights in the Forest.
Ooh. Interesting.
And Forest is not spelt like that.
Forrest has two R's. Forrest has two R's in this book, but I think it has one R in real life. Yeah, so could be a different type of forest.
Mm-hmm. Forest, even.
Here we go.
Okay, should we start reading it?
I think so. What else are we going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk footy again?
Oh, if you want.
Also, by the time this podcast comes out, that game have been played?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a week off.
There's a week off, yeah, true. Should know that.
Yep.
Here we go.
Okay. When the boys were finally allowed to leave the hospital wing, they went back to classes as normal. Nothing much exciting happened as the boys made their way through the next week. They were continuing to work on their spirit jumps in Transfiguration. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
It's spirit -jumps, but the S and spirit and jump are capitalized.
Have we talked about spirit jump before?
I don't think so.
Has anyone?
And what would that mean?
I don't know.
What would a spirit, and why is that? Okay. They were continuing to work on their spirit jumps in Transfiguration, but no one was able to absolutely nail it just yet. Hagrid was working on his solo album, so
that's right. Hagrid had a band in the first book.
Don't remember
the Haganators.
The Haganators. Okay. So he's working on his solo album. So he played a few of the tracks for them in his hut one evening, including a song called My Ballsack, which was probably going to be the first single from the album.
Hey guys, this is probably going to be the first single. You better go with potions.
Oh, and here we go. Now we've got the song. We've got
lyrics. What appear to be lyrics.
Now, do we know what genre Hagrid?
I reckon it'd be soft rock, channeling your like. What's that song? Have you seen the Barbie movie yet?
Yeah.
You know the song that like I wanna push you.
Matchbox 20.
Yeah,
Push.
I reckon it's that vibe. Or Foo Fighters kind of vibe. It's times like these we learn to love again. That's what I'm picturing. So a bit softer.
Because then those kind of songs, they usually start, the verse kind of starts softer.
Yeah.
And then it goes into, so, okay. Because example, what's,
Matchbox 20s? Or
Yeah.
there's Unwell.
And what about there's that other song that's like oh my god, I feel like it's in Love Actually.
Yeah.
But
Like, what's the lyrics? Like, what's it about?
oh, maybe it's not in Love Actually, but this one that goes, I'm falling even more in love with you, letting go of all I've held on to.
Great tune.
And then it goes, I'm learning even more, and it goes, then it goes, you know.
I'm not familiar with that song.
You are.
I'm not. But yeah, I guess, do you want to do a rendition
I guess. So
of
this
My
is
Ballsack?
My Ballsack.
By Hagrid. And imagine this, like it's Triple M, which is a rock radio station here in Melbourne. We should actually get... Would we actually try and get Matty O, who is the who does the evening show on Triple M, and a friend of ours, to actually be like, next up we've got Hagrid with My Ballsack, and then I'll see if Matty will do it.
Well, I feel like he'd be frustrated then knowing that he's putting more production effort into it than us.
I'm gonna shoot him a message after this.
Well, let's just see how this goes. Yeah.
All right. You might hear a friend of the show, Matty O.
Yeah, but
there's a radio jock forward announcing this.
I feel like if we were doing that, we should really
make the song.
But let's just have a go first. Yeah. First read.
Mike from the editing suite here. I did want you all to know that I did text Matty O, and he is currently in Europe. So the text didn't actually go through because it was trying to go through on iMessage, but it couldn't go through. So it won't be happening. Enjoy.
Dangling. No, I want more.
I reckon it's more dangling. Yeah.
Dangling free. Flow through the wind, your majesty. When it's cold, they shrivel right up. But when it's hot, they sweat and stuff. My ballsack's big, my ballsack's free. My ballsack's my business, my ballsack is me.
That's it.
And that's actually it. My ballsack's big, my ballsack's free. My ballsack's my business, my ballsack is me.
Do we analyze the lyrics? Oh, you want to keep it going?
My ballsack is me. It just needs to...
My ballsack is me. My ballsack is you. My ballsack is us. Together we're two. Well, I love dangling free. Flow through the wind, your majesty.
I like it.
Is he singing to the king or the queen?
Oh, I think maybe he's calling his ballsack and possibly Pete. No, I'll probably just be ballsack like royal, like he's
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a is it a Prince Alfred or Prince?
Oh,
it's a Prince or King where you get your the end of your penis pierced.
Oh,
yeah. Trust, I wouldn't try it.
When it's cold, they shrivel right up, but when it's hot, they sweat and stuff. Oh, they sweat and other stuff, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's true. When it's cold, they do shrivel up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it's hot, they sweat and stuff. Okay, yeah. My ballsack's big, my ballsack's free, my ballsack's my business.
Which feels, true. Like,
it is true, but then it's like,
it's none of your business.
you've invited all this. Like,
yeah.
You talk about a ballsack, and people go, oh, yeah, so what's... No, that's my business. Well, why are you talking about it? My ballsack is me.
So he's saying like his ballsack is like representative of him.
Yeah.
Dangling free, flowing through the wind, shriveling right up.
Yeah, if you're cold to me, I'll
shrivel up.
I'll shrivel up. I'll go back inside myself.
But if you're hot, I'll sweat and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll move on.
We committed to that.
And now Matty O will back announce it unless he says, no, I don't want to do this. It's stupid, or I lose interest.
Because he'll say like, all right, that was Hagrid.
With My Ballsack.
My Ballsack on his new EP, and I'm just really excited about what's happening with that guy. And he's worked really hard over the last few years, and I reckon he's going to be one of the ones to watch.
Yeah. With My Ballsack. It kind of reminds me of it's a dated reference, but like the Chris Lilly character Smouse, who you wouldn't do now, but like all of his songs were like, he had a song called Poo on You, and it was like, poo on you, put my butt on your face and poo on you.
It's just Chris Lilly in blackface, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was that character.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway. Okay, let's continue.
Hagrid wasn't a great singer, but not what we heard. It was amazing. Hagrid wasn't a great singer, but those were the lyrics. As they walked back from Hagrid's hut that night, various things happened that the boys just couldn't understand. Annoyingly, for some reason, I just thought we'd get more. We put so much effort into that song. I felt like there was going to be more about it, but I think we'll probably never hear about it again. So as they walked back from Hagrid's hut, various things happened that the boys couldn't understand. And it all started with a sight. Harry Potter walked out of the main door to Hogwarts, out to the front of the school, where all the Cumentors were congregate.
Were congregated.
Were congregating or were congregated? Yeah. Harry casually whistled and strolled over to the side of the school where he unzipped his fly and started pretending to do a wee up against the wall.
Do you think he's whistling the Harry Potter theme?
Oh. Yeah. As he was doing this, he kept looking back at the Cumentors, and when he realised they weren't even looking at him, he screamed, "Ah, Cumentors, don't get me when I'm vulnerable. Oh no, my dick is out because I was weeing on the wall. No, Cumentors, please don't come and give me the Cumentors kiss. That would be terrible. Please don't do it."
Again, we know the Cumentors kiss is a very pleasurable experience in which Cumentors suck your soul out through your dick.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, it is a blowjob.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's almost like, maybe you were writing this, we went to a Catholic school, maybe this was a bit of Catholic shame coming out. Like, you know,
your soul is ripped
yeah,
out.
Don't do it.
Don't get a blowjob.
And that's why Mike's never had one.
Never. I refuse.
Yeah. Neither. None of the Cumentors moved, but they were all looking at Harry. One of the Cumentors rolled his eyes and was like, "Dude, we're not giving you the kiss." Didn't even know Cumentors could roll their eyes.
Do they have eyes?
Ugh. Well, this one got them back just to do that.
And they can talk.
And they can talk.
We're not giving you the kiss.
Harry said, "What? No, I wasn't thinking you would. What the fuck?" And just casually looked around casually. Suddenly, yeah.
I can just imagine him with his hands in his
No,
pockets. No, I wasn't. I didn't want the kiss.
No.
I was just peeing out here.
Suddenly, almost as if something crazy had happened, every single Cumentor turned and instantly began rushing towards Hogsmeade like a beacon in an army. Had something happened?
A beacon in an
A
army.
beacon in an army?
Does that make sense?
No.
Like you'd place a beacon to be like, hey, everyone go here. But I don't, yeah.
Or like a big light, a bit like, and also like, I love that you can somehow realize they're going towards Hogsmeade, like leaving the car. Like it's not like there it is.
True. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, it's down the road, I think. But like, no, you couldn't probably say with certainty, oh, they're going to Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
Maybe Madame Rosmerta's doing another photo
shoot
for the Biggest Tits magazine.
Oh, God. Well, it's weekly, so yeah.
Yeah. And there's only so many people in
she's probably turning it. Something's happened. Harry began screaming. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Get my mum on the phone. Oh God, she's dead. She's fucking dead, guys. Guys, fuck. Call the police, the CIA, the FBI, the Men in Black. Get them all down here now. Will Smith is so cool in that movies and the older guy.
Harry Potter and the Boys will be right back. Guys, if you like listening to Harry Potter and the Boys and you want to watch Harry Potter and the Boys, another reminder that you can subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. It's the best way to support the show if you like it, and I know you do. I see you listening. I see you right now. You're listening on the bus or on the train or walking to work. Do any of those apply to you? If any of those apply to you right now, jump on the Patreon. Just shoot us a bit of money. We're an independent podcast. It helps. It goes a long way. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. I see you. I see you.
Will Smith is so cool in that movies and the older guy, Tommy Lee Jones.
Is it Tommy Lee Jones? Yeah.
Well,
but also the fact that, like, yeah, he brings up the Men in Black, but then he knows that Will Smith played.
It's a movie, yeah.
So he's like, get the Men in Black down here right now. Such a good movie. Like,
good.
Does he think it's a documentary?
God, he is good in that.
And the older guy.
Who's who at that point, anyway, people would have argued that he'd be more famous at that point.
But to be fair, I think if you were 13, you would be like, Will Smith is so cool. Oh, and like that old guy is also cool.
Yeah, 100%.
What else was Tommy Lee Jones in?
The Fugitive.
Okay.
Search every doghouse, outhouse, and penthouse. I want... Really?
No, I've not seen it.
It's him and...
Will Smith?
No, isn't it Harrison Ford?
Oh, is it?
Sorry. Oh, I can't believe you don't know this because it's this massive Simpsons reference. As in Simpsons reference it massively.
Oh, I've never seen it. I should watch it. I'll watch it for next week's episode.
Do you know what the scene that they do is... He's... Harrison Ford, God, I hope it's Harrison Ford, is standing in a drain and he goes, I didn't kill my wife. And he goes, I don't care.
Oh,
and then he jumps out.
The Millhouse one?
Yeah.
Where he jumped. Yeah, okay. I did
That's
not know that was a
parody
reference.
of The Fugitive.
Did not know that.
Oh my God.
But that's the beauty of The Simpsons. You see things and you're like, oh, I've seen this before in The Simpsons. And I didn't even realize that was a parody.
Have you watched Community?
Yeah, of course.
They do the exact... You don't notice that in Community, there's a bit where Abed is hiring people... Abed hires actors to come around, like...
I haven't watched Community in like as much detail.
No, but there's a lot of... He runs around the thing and he's like, I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. I still don't care.
Right.
Okay.
You know the...
Because you would have been so confused then if you didn't get that reference.
Here's actually quite an interesting one. You know the episode of The Simpsons with Sideshow Bob where they become the Thompsons and they go to like... They live on the houseboat, the Thompsons. Hello, Mr.
Sorry,
Thompson.
yeah.
That episode is called Cape Fear, and the entire episode is a parody of an existing movie called Cape Fear. And the Sideshow Bob theme, which you may remember, is like dun, 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 dun. That's the Cape Fear theme. So Sideshow Bob's theme is just stolen from the movie Cape Fear, in which they based an episode on.
I feel like there'll be a lot of Simpsons episodes that are... Well, probably that I don't realise as well, but also that you don't realise that are just parodies of others.
Well, a lot of the Treehouse of Horrors.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, they also reference The Fugitive and do the exact same
I need to
thing.
watch The Fugitive. And here I was thinking Harrison Ford was just Han Solo.
Oh my God, no.
I'm just joking.
Oh my
I
God.
know he's Indiana Jones as well.
Yeah.
And he's in a new show with Jason Segel.
What about Blade Runner?
Oh yeah, he's in Blade Runner. What about the show with Jason
don't know
Segel?
what that
Shrinking.
is.
Harrison Ford's in it.
Really?
Anyway.
I didn't kill my wife. So that was just, we had the words of the older guy and we just went on a rant for 5 minutes. Okay. So Harry's just screaming about something's happened. There were screams that could be heard from the village and various students and even teachers came running out. Monsieur Chargeur and Cheeseman Damo were first on the scene. Wands out, followed by Hermione, Professor Flitwick Jr., Neville, Dr. Malfoy, and Hagrid.
What about Father Goyle?
Yeah, what's he?
And Madame Pomfrey.
Yeah. Oh, no, here we go. And Hagrid, who actually tripped over when he was running down the stairs and crushed Madame Pomfrey, who broke her neck again.
Poor Madame Pomfrey.
I know. How could she, if she's just recovered from that broken neck?
Which was
Yesterday.
5 minutes ago. Yeah. Yesterday.
That's okay. Send her to the hospital wing, said Hermione. No, don't do that.
It does really feel like the author doesn't know what to do with Hermione because like she is like the only sensible one, but
she's never there.
She's never there to solve the problem.
Which if she was sensible, she would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Madame Pomfrey has broken her neck. She couldn't possibly operate on Madame Pomfrey. Unfortunately for Madame Pomfrey, I think Madame Pomfrey is going to have to stay here and suffer. There's simply no one to look after her, Harry responded, while holding Socky up.
Ironic because last week we were saying like, if Madame Pomfrey's away, who is the school nurse? Like,
who nurses the nurse?
There's no
one.
backup.
And the fact that she was going to operate, I don't think she should be operating.
Do they do surgery in Wizard World?
Well, apparently.
Yeah, okay. I guess, no, but they might, yeah, okay.
All right.
Because it would be funny if it was like, oh, Harry, you have a tumour in your brain. Okay. And we don't know how to fix that. We don't have neuroscience because we just have magic and we can't magic away a tumour. So you're going to die. Could I just get a muggle Probably not.
Probably not. We don't.
He'd be breaking the code.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Can you just point your wand at the tumor and say Avada Kedavra? We could try it.
We'll try it. You know what? But I got to warn you, has its risks.
Yeah. What are the risks? Well, we could miss and hit your brain.
It's like a 99% fatality rate. I'm going to be honest.
I'll take those odds.
There's only one person who's ever survived Avada Kedavra. And actually, conveniently, it is you. So
98%.
yeah. Well, it's your line, I think. So
Harry, yeah.
There's simply no one to look after, Harry responded, while holding Socky up.
Yep. Just leave Madame Pomfrey there, or put her out of her misery. If Madame Pomfrey dies, we can claim an insurance in her name, and the school will get a payout. Might be worth it.
Socky said, I'm actually okay, Madame Pomfrey said. No, you're not. Said a smiley face. Said Harry sheepishly, as he said, no, you're not. Harry said sheepishly, as he secretly took his wand out of his pocket and started discreetly launching killing spells towards Madame Pomfrey, all of which missed.
Come on, die, Poppy, die.
Give that to me, Hermione said angrily as she confiscated Harry's wand and ripped Socky from his arm, throwing him to the floor. This is not the time, Harry. Not the time. Harry turned to the camera and winked and just said, chicks, am I right?
Bloody.
Wow.
Bloody ruining all the fun.
Good to know you've been consistent over the last fucking 15 years. Chicks, am I right?
Bloody chicks.
What is that
the
word?
ARY?
A-R-Y.
The A-R-Y of everything. It feels like awry, like everything's gone awry.
Yeah, which has
but it doesn't really get used in that way. The awry of everything.
The awry of everything that was happening had caught the attention of the entire castle. It seemed like the entire cast of the book was now standing at the front of Hogwarts, hearing the screams of fear and pandemonium coming from Hogsmeade. Squid and John Mooney were there, John looking smug while Squid, as usual, looking temperament behind him, which doesn't make any sense.
But I think it's been used that way before.
Well, that doesn't...
Squid and John Mooney, is there a deeper story coming with them?
So. Because we saw them in the shop.
Yeah, it does. Weren't they playing totem tennis or something?
Oh, yeah.
It does often feel like the narrator is trying to distinguish that Squid, often it says that he is the more timid one and John is like of the two of them.
Yeah.
It does often seem to say that.
Yeah.
Which is just, I've picked that up.
Yeah, maybe Squid is a good guy and John's a bad guy.
But didn't Squid in one of the last chapters tip off Lockie about they have a plan?
Totally.
No,
while they
Squid.
were playing Quidditch.
Yeah.
Squidditch. Which I imagine he'd be calling that. He'd be
Hey
out
guys,
there.
come down. Let's play some Squidditch.
Yeah. If I was him, I'd be like, sledging the other team. I'd be like, boys, it's Squidditch time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing Quidditch.
We're playing Squidditch.
Just
give the quaffle to me and
Terry Fahrenheit's like, I'm playing Fahrenheit.
shut up, Terry. We've had enough of your shit. Just defend the
Celsius is way better.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit makes no sense, idiot. Oh, it's just my surname.
No, we prefer Johnny Celsius. Yeah. We wish he was on the team. All right, so Squid is
Johnny Celsius would be a Gryffindor.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can tell. And then you've got like
Johnny Celsius.
Then you've got like Kurt Calvin, and he'd be a Hufflepuff.
Wow, yeah, that's
Calvin.
good. Well, that's really good by you.
Is there another temperature measurement? There's Fahrenheit, Celsius, Kelvin.
God, Klein.
What's
Calvin
Klein?
Kelvin.
I don't think there is.
Let's say there isn't, but there probably is. What about? No, it's not the same thing.
What?
They measure spiciness of chilies. And sorts of something else.
Yeah, what's the measurement for that?
God, we should know, but we don't.
I definitely know. Cajuns?
Nah.
Scovilles.
Yeah, good.
Scovilles?
Scoville.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
Continue the book.
All right. God, this chapter reading is about 0 Scovilles right now. All right.
That's how I like it. Just very mild. No, I like spice.
Squid doesn't matter. Squid, as usual, looking temperament behind him, scared and worried about what was going on. Dyla Dungorius stepped out from beside them with his big fucking crocodile head. I forgot he has a crocodile head.
He's a crocodile.
He's a crocodile.
He's got a crocodile everything.
Yeah. Oh,
he's a living crocodile.
Harold Biscuits was there and was complaining about how he didn't have a big role in the book and anymore. I've got so much to offer. That's in brackets. Dimmy and you put one quotation mark.
There's no
end quote.
quotation mark.
There was a closed bracket, but there's no closed quote. Okay. I got so much to offer. Dimmy and Derek were standing there, both of them in pajamas, in brackets. They slept naked and Dimmy had a stiffy and was putting his hand on Derek's hand, trying to move it towards his stiffy. Then Derek moved his hand away quickly when he realised what Dimmy was doing.
What Dimmy doing?
What Dimmy doing? And Dimmy just like...
Can you read that?
Yeah, so...
that sentence.
Okay. So they're in their pajamas.
In brackets.
They slept naked. And Dimmy had a stiffy and was putting his hand on Derek's hand, trying to move it towards his stiffy. Then Derek moved his hand away quickly when he realised what Dimmy doing. And Dimmy just like...
What the fuck? That was not me.
End brackets. And even lesser characters such as Terry Fahrenheit, Dragon Mailboy, and Goggles Staple Gun.
He has not appeared.
No.
Goggles Staple Gun.
Goggles Staple Gun. I wonder who they are.
Who knows?
Goggles Staple. Heck, even nearly Dickless Ned and Falco from Lilac Wars would come out to see what the fuss was all about.
Great callback.
Falco from Lilac Wars. Wow.
He keeps popping up.
The point is, everyone was there. That's everyone, all caps, but a space between every letter.
Does feel like something's about to happen, and I think it's deliberately. It's like in what's it called? Not Glass Onion. Knives Out. Everyone has a mode. Maybe I don't know.
They're just showing everyone. They're like, wait, but then you're like, but then who could be doing whatever's happening?
Exactly. Yeah.
The Cumentors all came back looking disappointed. They spoke in their weird, ghostly style voices, like when Dory speaks in Whale in Finding Nemo.
Which at this point was a 3-year-old movie.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rare. Okay. We could not find him.
And can I just point out, did a Cumentor not just speak in normal English?
Yeah, it's a dude. It was like, dude,
we're not doing the kiss.
Yep, no. Couldn't find who, said Harold.
Oh.
They're probably talking about my dad. Oh, that's not.
It's a Dimmy.
So
It's a Dimmy.
Ignore that.
Sorry. A lot of Dimmy love coming in the messages, by
I'll
the
give
way.
you a lead in.
Okay.
Couldn't find who, said Harold.
They're probably talking about my dad. He was hide and seek champion at his high school for 17 years in a row. He's also just invented a new machine that prints out money, so our family's going to be even richer. I'm going back to see them during the holidays. I hope my mum makes some of her chili soup. It's so nice.
And geez, I wonder how hot that is on the Scoville.
Yeah. My dad always says my mum has really pretty titties, and it runs in the family.
Dimmy said, sure does, Dimmy.
Do we want to unpack that? I hope my mum makes her chili soup.
Why is that anything?
He hasn't mentioned his mum before.
No, and wasn't he at the orphanage?
Yeah. And his dad was hide and seek champion at his high school for 17 years in a row.
Which is funny because it means that he was at high school for 17 years.
Which he would only be for like 5.
Yeah.
Well, in Australia, you'd be. In America, high school is just like, because don't they have...
Oh, who knows?
It's weird there.
Middle school.
They have middle school, junior high, which I think is like year 7 and 8 for us. Then they have middle school, maybe 9 and 10, and then they have high school, senior year.
But then what the fuck's like, you can be a senior and you can be a sophomore and you can be...
But I think that's college. I think you're a freshman. Yeah, maybe it's not. Can someone in America... We don't get it. Like in Australia, it's like high school is year 7 to year 12. That's high school. Primary school is prep to year 6. America, it's like sophomore, freshman.
And I feel like, when you're at uni, it's not like, oh, these people are seniors and these people are whatever. At uni, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah. And some
I know 5 people.
Some people are like mature age students and they're like 40 and they're in first year media. And you're like, cool, man.
Yeah. I remember in my last year of uni, I had to like go and pick up a first year subject.
Oh, how come?
Because I hadn't done like the foundation subject for my major.
Where did you go to uni?
Melbourne University.
Oh, me too. What did you do? Did you do arts?
Yeah.
Oh, I did arts as well.
Crazy.
Fuck, yeah. For 1 year, then I went to media at RMIT.
Oh.
So what was the foundation subject you had to do?
I think it was like Introduction to Creative Writing, which is hilarious because I'd done my entire major. I'd written and performed in many shows at this point. And I was like, is there a way I can just not do this? And it was also my 5th year of my 3-year degree.
Yeah, right.
And I did go back and do the like Introduction 101 subject.
That's so funny.
And like,
because you'd think you couldn't go on to do like advanced creative writing if you hadn't done introduction.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Well, I then got out. I was kind of like, well, I have to. I then did them concurrently. It was like, you can't do advanced unless you do the first one. I was like, look, it's my last semester. Can I please just do both of them at the same time? I don't want to like
come back next year.
I don't want to do one subject this semester and one subject next semester.
Yeah. And they let you?
Maybe I just got out of it. Maybe I don't know. I definitely did the first year subject, but I'm just trying to think of whether I did them at the same time or whether I did the first year one afterwards.
Yeah.
I did a lot of just like, they wouldn't let you register online, and I'll just go in and talk to the person at reception and be like, please.
Yeah. Do you remember at Melbourne you had to do breadth subjects?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was weird.
I did.
And people were like, do wine tasting.
Yeah.
You could do a wine
did that.
tasting. Did you?
Yeah.
And then you could do, I think you could do Glee Club. And
I did that.
was it. Okay, you're the guy that everyone was like, do this. It's like the easiest subject.
Yeah. I did wine tasting, I did Glee, I did sport coaching, which was a
What?
It was a 2 or 1 week intensive.
Wow.
And just on the holidays, and just turned up and somehow learned how to coach sport. Like I think we just played dodgeball for 5 days. I did world choir.
Yeah, that was it. World choir.
I did that twice. It was fun. That was the real dodgy one because you could do it as a first year and a second year subject, or a second and a third year subject, but it was in the same room at the same time.
Ah.
So as in like, it was just one choir, but you could just do it twice.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, and then I also did singing Sondheim, which is Sondheim who did lots of musicals. And so I did lots of choir subjects. It was great because it was so easy.
Yeah.
It was so good.
And I was busting my ass going to psychology lectures and thinking I
did
wanted to be a psychologist.
Yeah, I did. I thought that in first year as well.
Because I did year 12 psych and did reasonably
Same.
well. We have such a similar trajectory.
Yeah.
And look where we both
look
are.
where we both are.
Right here. Went to the same school, did the same course at uni. Both thought we were going to be psychologists, but we're doing a podcast.
We're crazier than anyone else.
We need to keep reading.
We probably should have caught up on this outside the podcast. I'm so sorry.
But I never
everyone.
knew you went to Melbourne. Well, I guess I did know you went to Melbourne.
Yeah, I feel like I speak about Nada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Tim McDonald was there too, right?
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh, but you would have known him at school.
No.
Oh,
We
because
weren't
I knew Tim at school.
We weren't friends.
I knew him quite well at school because we were in the same homeroom.
No, we weren't friends at school.
All right.
So
no, don't worry.
let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
So Dimmy said pretty titties run in his family.
And he's currently naked. So
Oh yeah.
is he going, it runs in the family?
Yeah. Now what say is going on out here, you see? Nearly Dicklets Ned said.
Great to have him back.
Yes, I was trying to get some sleep, said Denise, the fat lady, who had her period. And you could tell because the tampon wasn't invented yet in her time period of her painting. So I'm imagining don't worry, I was going to say something from the Patreon, but I won't say it.
Say it.
I was going to say that the situation would look a lot like a...
Yeah.
certain-
Go on the Patreon to understand that.
Yeah,
Patreons will
just-
get it. There's an extra like 5 minutes at the top of every show for Patreons only. Can I do the Cumentors?
Yeah. So,
Right. The prisoner we are looking for was in Hogsmeade. Vladek Slavodomanovic.
Oh. Everybody gasped in fear, hearing that Vladek Slavodomanovic, the mass murderer, was in Hogsmeade. Harry's arms began flailing around, and he began screaming, "Ah, everybody move! Get out of my way! Ah, I'm terrified! Move, Madame Pomfrey, for fuck's sake, get out of my way!" He ran back into the school after pushing Madame Pomfrey further to the ground. "Take her! Take Madame Pomfrey! She's single and has no family."
Some good backstory for Madame Pomfrey.
Dimmy did something very similar. He looked around at everyone and then began flailing his arms, grabbed Derek by the hand and started running.
Come on, let's get to safety.
Derek was too heavy, so Dimmy couldn't move him. And Derek just said, "I want to stay here." Dimmy looked at him and said,
Okay, but if you ever fucking embarrass me like that in front of Denise, I swear to God, I will never fucking forgive you, Derek. You hear me?
he looked over at Denise.
Oh, hey, Denise. Good to see you again. You're looking good. If you ever fucking embarrass me.
That's so funny.
Oh, hey, Denise.
And
she is a painting.
She's a painting. Denise didn't say anything because she didn't know who Dimmy was.
I love that the fat lady has a name now.
Yeah,
hey, Denise.
And that, you know what? That's good. It's pretty rude that they just...
Yeah, that she's just the fat lady.
Yeah. But the boys noticed when the Cumentors mentioned that Vladek... And then at that exact moment, the boys go, "You know what? We're in shock, but I'm going to decide to look at... we're going to look over at Monsieur Charger and Cheeseman Damo and just analyse exactly what they're doing. The subtlety of their smiles.
Yeah.
Even though you've got two people screaming on one side of the room... Like, no.
One kid is naked.
Yeah.
The fat lady's got her period.
Yeah. Harry's screaming, Dimmy's screaming. But you go, I'm going to look at these two guys doing very subtle
Well, if
facials.
you're suspicious of them, and it is suspicious.
Anyway, and you spelled cahoots Kerhoots,
Like a owl, yeah.
But I think it's Cahoots.
Yeah. That's actually kind of like, do you remember when...
All right.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were writing on the 100 and like Andy would write scripts and then this is an untold story about Auntie Lee that we're just going to tell it.
It's so minor. But yeah.
But you know that you all would know the phrase like jeepers, like you'd say jeepers, like I'm scared.
Like
On Scooby-Doo.
I think she says jinkies.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure jeepers. It's like jeepers creepers.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the phrase.
You say jeepers.
Yeah, jeepers.
Something scary.
Like Andy would always use jeepers in his scripts, but he would write G-Pass, Geepas.
No, I think he would do. No, I think it was or G-Pass. It might have been a U.
G-Pass. Yeah, it was Geepus.
I'm like, and for a while we're like, what is that?
What is that? Like, I guess Andy's writing it. And then I just spoke up one day in a meeting and was like, sorry, Andy, when you write G-Pass, do you mean Jeepers? He was like,
yeah, that's right.
Isn't it G-Pass?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's Jeepers as in like Jeepers Creepers.
Like, and Jeep is in like Jeep Cherokee, the car.
Yeah. And he was
Jeepers.
like, what? And then he Googled it and it was like,
He was like, huh. But then, like, pretended it wasn't. He was like, oh, like, whatever. I'm like, okay, well, it's not whatever. It's actually quite extreme that you've gone through 39 years of life.
Not knowing that Jeepers is
knowing that Jeepers is Jeepers. How'd you get that? And then it's funny then if you hear him say it, you notice he says Jeepers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really go back and go through the back catalogue.
You will find that. And also, then one script I was writing, I wrote Jeepers, like as like a teasing him.
Yeah.
And then I just noticed he just changed it to Jeepers and didn't say anything.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, I think we're going severely over time with this app.
Which we shouldn't be doing.
I don't think we've ever said, we're really under time this week.
We've never, yeah, actually, that's true.
All right. Is it a Dimmy line?
Yeah, it is.
Wait. Oh, no. What is that?
Dimmy said, everybody looked at where he was pointing. Out of the forest shone two yellow glowing lights that were getting closer and closer. I forgot about the lights in the forest.
The lights in the forest. Yeah. And Forrest spelt correctly in that instance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. People began to scream, and some of them, including most of the teachers, except Cheeseman Damio and Monsieur Chargeur, ran inside in fear. And Neville.
Neville ran inside in fear or he stayed
Yeah,
back?
I don't know.
The syntax of that sentence is
Yeah.
all wrong.
As the yellow lights moved closer, the boys noticed they weren't lights at all. They were eyes attached to a body that was walking out of the forbidden forest. Now, misspelled again. Like tomorrow never knows.
Is that a... No, that's a song by the Beatles.
So it goes, they were eyes attached to a body that was walking out of the forest. That was walking out of the forbidden forest like tomorrow never knows.
Which is not a phrase. It's a song by the Beatles. For a second there, I was thinking of James Bond, but it's Tomorrow Never Dies.
What's tomorrow never knows?
The song by the Beatles. You'd know it.
No.
Turn off your lights, relax, and float downstream. It is not dying. One of their more psychedelic ones from the album Revolver.
Oh God, if that was a Beatles song, they wouldn't have never have made it if that was their first album. That was horrible. Beatles are overrated. God.
Oh, God.
Name 3 good songs with this.
Twist and Shout, Let It Be. Penny Lane.
I mean, honestly, if the Beatles didn't exist.
You would be fine with
I'm
it?
joking.
Have you seen that movie yesterday?
Yeah, I actually haven't seen it yet, but I've seen some clips. Anyway, let's move on.
Well, here's a spoiler. One of the Beatles actually appears in the film. Sorry, not one of the Beatles. An actor portraying one of the Beatles. What?
Well, that's not that interesting then.
No, because it's quite a surprise when this person shows up. You're not really expecting it.
Yeah, but it's just it's an actor playing a Beatle. It's not even like.
Yeah, but here's a little spoiler. You couldn't have gotten this Beatle to appear in the film.
Yeah, because they're dead.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's John.
Yeah. That's not a surprise.
That John appears. We got to finish the fanfic. The camera's about to die as well.
Sorry.
I'm going to plug it in.
No, there's no time.
Yeah, there's time. Hang on. You keep going, man.
Okay.
I've already...
As the body moved closer, they saw who it was. Darren Maguire. Nah, just joking. Gemini Jones.
Is that the same
Do we
joke?
make? Oh shit!
Oh, you've gone back to the start of the chapter. Isn't that what happened at the start of the book? Like, there was someone else in the boat. Darren Maguire. Nah, it was Gemini Jones.
But did they ever say who Darren Maguire was?
I don't think Darren Maguire is a character.
Oh my god, this chapter's quite long.
Oh shit, sorry, man. Sorry, guys.
I thought that was going to be the end of the chapter. Gemini walked stiffly and like a zombie toward the crowd. And when he reached the boys, his eyes stopped glowing and he strained to say one word. Fladek! Before falling down to the floor. Gemini, quick! We need to get him to the hospital! The hospital with... Oh, fuck! Yelled Lockie, remembering Madame Pomfrey debacle from earlier in the chapter. So Gemini, quick! We need to get him to the hospital wing! Oh, fuck! But he must still out there, Monsieur Chargeur said. I will go and look for him. I will catch him. I'll go too, Cheeseman Damo said. And me, said Neville. Oh, fuck off, Neville. You're not brave, mate, said Hermione.
Oh, wow. Fuck off, Neville.
No, mon ami. You must stay to protect la studenta. Take this one to the hospital now, Monsieur Chargeur said as he ran to the forest.
Convenient.
Misspelled again.
Awfully convenient.
The PA sounded. Is it on? Yep. Okay. I know this probably isn't a good time, but I just thought it was worth reminding everyone that Derek is a disgrace to all wizards. Denise fainted.
Which is like in
that is the end of the chapter.
Pokemon. It's like, Charizard fainted.
Yeah.
Use your next Pokemon.
Denise fainted. Use your next fat lady.
Wow.
Wow. What a
Interesting
chappy.
chappy. And now Monsieur Chargeur, because we know that he's saying Vladek's still out there. I'm going to get him.
But
like
they're friends.
They're friends. So he's going out maybe to do something.
And it was Charger and Gemini and Vladek that were on that.
And Kim Jiri.
But they were on the boat?
Vladek wasn't on the boat.
Oh,
they broke him out of
yes,
Kazkaban
sorry.
at the start. Chapter 18.
Oh, okay. I like that. I think that's a pun, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Interesting. Well, That was a good app. Thanks for being back, Sam.
Of course.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. No, I'm great. That was good fun.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone.
Yeah.
HBATB Pod, Instagram and TikTok. Radio.Mike on Insta, at Sam Garlip on Insta.
That's right. I think we'll do less chit chat on the next pod, maybe.
More double F. Live show. Is there a live show coming up?
Well, not that we've discussed, but sure.
We should do one later at the end of the year.
You know what? Maybe we will.
When did you say you were in Canada?
I am going to Canada. That is mid to late December.
Okay.
And I've got a wedding in early December. So really, mid-December
is
where we'd have to be doing it.
Let's do it on my birthday.
Or
December
very
12th.
early December.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it for my birthday.
Basically, I can't do the 8th or the 9th.
Yeah. Can you do the 12th?
Yeah, probably. But the 12th is like a Wednesday or
Tuesday
something.
or something. Anyway, you'll hear more about it. Jump on the Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys, and we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Stay tuned next for Thank God You're Here. No, it's not Channel 10. Channel 10's got some good shows.
Goodbye, Morris.
We watched Shark Tank last night.
Oh, yeah?
The new Shark Tank.
Yeah. How was it?
It's good.
My ball sack is me.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Harry Potter and the Boys. Please support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys, and get bonus content at the start of every show, plus video versions of the podcast. And if you want to listen to more of me, I'd love for you to check out my weekly blog-style podcast, 20th Century Boy, where I talk about the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff no one else cares about. It's a great podcast, if I do say so myself, and it's coming out every Thursday, so go listen to it on now or on Thursday. There's a huge back catalogue of episodes there. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.